Okay, let's just jump right in with a wild question. Can an AI actually perform surgery? And I don't mean just assisting a doctor or holding a tool. I mean, can a robot, on its own, perform an entire procedure? Well, for the first time ever, one just did. And not only did it did it flawlessly. Researchers at Johns Hopkins built an AI surgeon that performed gallbladder removal surgery on its own with a 100% success rate. This isn't a movie plot anymore. This is happening right now. And while you're wrapping your head around that, take a look at this number, $5,900. What do you think that gets you in this crazy world of advanced AI? That is the new price for a fully functional 5-foot 5-inch tall humanoid robot that can do backflips. Yeah, we've just blown past a major threshold. And in this explainer, we're going to break down how AI has finally escaped the chat window and is now acting on its own in both the digital and the physical world. So it all starts right here. AI agents are going fully autonomous. This is the huge shift from an AI that's just a tool answering your questions to an AI that's an agent, actively completing complex tasks for you. And you can bet the two biggest players are already battling it out. On one side, you've got OpenAI's new ChatGPT agent. This isn't just a chatbot anymore, okay? It literally spins up its own little virtual computer to go and complete complex, multi-step tasks for you. And on the other side, Elon Musk's xAI just unleashed Grok 4, which he's calling an intelligence big bang, designed to reason from the ground up using text, images, audio, and even live video. And look, this isn't just marketing hype. The numbers are kind of bonkers. There's this super tough benchmark called Humanity's Last Exam. Before this, the best models were struggling to even hit a 20% pass rate. The new ChatGPT agent, it scored over 41%, and Grok 4 is right there with it. That is a massive, massive leap in raw capability. So what does a leap like that actually let it do? Well, it means it can go analyze your competitors and then build you a fully editable slide deck about them. It can plan out a recipe, go to a grocery store's website, add all the stuff to your cart, and just sit there waiting for you to say, go. It can run code, connect to your Gmail, and in some tests, it was matching or even beating human experts at super complex business tasks. This trend is so powerful, it's kicking off a whole new war for the internet itself. The browser wars are back. OpenAI is actually building its own web browser to go head-to-head with Google Chrome, letting you do tasks just by talking. And at the same time, Perplexity, which is backed by heavy hitters like Jeff Bezos and NVIDIA, just launched Comment, a browser where the AI thinks and acts for you, all while keeping your data private. The very gateway to the web is the new battleground. But how did we get this huge jump in intelligence so darn fast? It's not just about more data or bigger computers. No, the fundamental way we're building these AI brains is changing. There's this lab called DeepSeek that came up with a revolutionary new technique called assembly of experts. So instead of spending millions of dollars and months of time training a new AI from scratch, they figured out how to surgically combine the best parts of several AIs that already exist. Seriously, think of it like building an AI dream team. You take the expert coding skills from one model, the logical reasoning from another, and the sheer speed from a third, and you merge them all into a single, super efficient brain, all without the insane cost and time of a normal training run. It's a game changer. Of course, all this amazing software has to run on hardware, and the company building that hardware, NVIDIA, has just become an economic force of nature. At one point recently, its value shot past $4 trillion. To put that in perspective, that is more than the entire yearly economic output of countries like the United Kingdom or France. That's the mind-blowing scale of the gold rush we are in right now. So we have autonomous agents running around the digital world, and we have revolutionary new ways to build their brains. But now for the climax. That intelligence is taking physical form. and it's starting to walk among us in the real world. For years, a state-of-the-art humanoid robot from a company like Boston Dynamics would set you back hundreds of thousands of dollars. But now its Chinese company called Unitree just released their R1 robot for $5,900. The price barrier hasn't just been lowered, it's been completely shattered. And don't you think for a second that a low price means it's a cheap toy. No way. This robot can run, balance on rough ground, do cartwheels, backflips, it even does kung fu kicks. It understands voice commands and, this is the most important part, it comes with an open software kit so developers can build literally anything they can imagine on top of it. And the hardware is just getting smarter and smarter. Take the Walker S2 robot. It solves one of the biggest problems with robots, battery life. When it's low on power, it just walks over to a station, pulls out its own empty battery, grabs a fresh one, installs it itself, and gets right back to work. True 24/7 automation is officially here, and the software is just as flexible. You've probably seen the Ametra robot, the one with those hyper-realistic facial expressions. Well, now you can rewrite its entire identity in a matter of seconds. You can log into a web browser, give it a new name, a new personality, new skills, and instantly transform it from, say, a tour guide into a paint specialist. Okay, this progress it's just breathtaking. But with this kind of incredible power comes the unavoidable and frankly essential question of safety. What happens when these unbelievably powerful systems don't behave the way we expect them to? First, let's look at the promise. We started with this, right? An AI surgeon performing flawless surgery with a 100% success rate in a lab. This is the incredible potential for good. It's about saving lives, improving healthcare, and doing what was once impossible. But then, there's the peril. And this isn't a hypothetical, this actually happened. A commercial humanoid robot, the same kind being sold to the public, malfunctioned during a demo, just flailing its powerful limbs uncontrollably and forcing engineers to scramble for cover. So how do we balance these two realities? This quote, I think, puts it perfectly. 100 years ago, cars were incredibly dangerous. For every 100 million miles driven, 20 people died. Today, that number is below 1.5. We're in that early, unpredictable, chaotic phase of robotics. There are going to be failures. The real question is how we learn from them without stopping all this incredible progress in its track. So after seeing all of this, from autonomous digital agents to walking, self-charging robots, what is the big picture? What's the major takeaway here? Where are we going? I think the most crucial point is this. We have crossed the threshold into the era of AI as actor. For years, AI was a passive tool. You asked it something, it gave you an answer. That's it. Now it is an active participant. It performs tasks, it completes complex workflows, it takes real action. It acts. This isn't some future prediction. This is happening right now, as we speak. Autonomous agents are rewriting the digital landscape, and humanoid robots are becoming accessible to practically everyone. The AI is no longer just thinking, it's doing, which leaves us all with one final massive question to think about. Are we ready for what comes next?